So what inspires me as a designer is usually a lighting and the shadow and the color changing as time passes by, and also the weather as well, and the seasons and which country you are. And also I get inspired from the painting or pictures or architectural lighting, interior lighting, anything from everyday's life. I usually read the script and I write down the list of what I feel and what I get impression of onto each scenes, because first impression is so important, because audience will watch the show first time as well. So I really I think the important is what I feel the first time I read it. And then I start doing the research of, for example, if I feel sad, and I will think about what makes me sad. As I said, like the weather or, where the light come from that make me look sad. So I I start doing the research and then come up with my own idea and start talking with creative teams, especially really close with director first and the set designer for the first stage. And once the production week starts, I work closely with, of course, director, set designer, but more importantly with a sound designer and the video designer if there is any projection. What will happen during the tech week is that we start creating the basement of each scenes. For example, like Gen cover or key lights or moody light to set up to help telling the story. So, for example, for this show, I've got like 5-6 different locations on the story. So I try to make it happen, even if it's abstract. I try to create like a bus stop inside a bus, in a school, to different girls' rooms, different color temperature. That's what I'm trying to achieve. With the team, I try to understand which direction the production tried to go. So, for example, is it going to be abstract, or is it going to be naturalistic, or is it going to be modernized or stylized, or is it going to be like set to old time or modern time? So that kind of thing I need to find out first at the very early stage, and then we discuss, and obviously everybody has got a different idea, so we try to meet in the middle, or try to stick with one strong idea. So for example, this one, it will be quite abstract because the set is abstract, and then but audience need to know where we are, so what they're saying, actors, what they're saying is really helps, and also the sound really helps my lighting in a way. So my design choices for Cuttin It is, as I said, I need to create locations and also the mood as well. So like a bus stop, a school, and inside of house. In order to create it, I did a research about what's the school, the mood is like inside a bus, and also like a mosque, because this whole thing is happening in the Muslim community, although we don't have a scene which is like praying or anything like that, but on the previous cutting production last year we had that scene, so that kind of reminded me to research about it. So, and also the brutality of the set, the 2 rooms, it's cut into a part very painfully. So my lighting try to emphasize all these elements from the set, and of course the context of the story. How my lighting design reflects the context of the story is I hope that I can deliver the warmth of the friendship and also the brutality of the fact and the custom they're following, and the shock and painfulness of the two girls. And also the pace of the story is quite fast, so the lighting can help to go into next scene, next scene, next scene, boom, 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 so audience can follow the story. That's what I'm trying to deliver to the audience through my lighting. So I would like to evoke the emotions from the audience through my lighting design, is that the relief and warmth of friendship and the brutality and cold and pain and shock and excitement. The biggest challenge on this show was that the limitation of lighting, amount of lighting I can put, because each school we go, we've only got 1 hour get-in time, so I have to reduce a lot of lighting. So the lighting became quite minimalistic, but within that lighting, I think I will be creating as much as I can, emotional and moody and atmospheric world. I would give advice to people who would be interested in lighting design. Probably start from work experience, and then also if you're interested in getting involved from the first stage of the creative field, I would recommend to start being assistant lighting designer for someone who you really like their work.